And the last spokesperson before the President who really proves this point and shows us how innovation and invention can get a lot done is Vanessa Nunez. She represents Genesys Works, which is a training program that places low-income high school students in information technology and accounting jobs with major employers in Houston and St. Paul. Vanessa.
Wow. If anyone would have told me 4 years ago that I'd be standing here in the White House, I would have thought they were crazy. In fact, when Rafael Alvarez, the president and founder of Genesys Works, who's here with me today, called me on Friday evening and told me I might be doing this, I thought he was crazy. My name is Vanessa Nunez. I am 19 years old, and I have been participating in a program called Genesys Works since my junior year in high school in Houston, Texas. I have just finished my freshman year in college, and it is because of my experience with Genesys Works that I can tell you my story, an unusual story about hope, opportunity, and change. Being in Genesys Works has taught me about leadership, teamwork, technical computer skills, and how to be a professional. But most importantly, it has taught me that I can succeed as a professional in the corporate world, a world I never imagined I could be a part of. At 17, my life was typical for someone growing up in my neighborhood. I went to school and I babysat my little sister. I had a part-time job to help my mom pay the bills, but sometimes I wouldn't get home until 1 or 2 in the morning. My life was busy, stressed, and I was so tired that I slept through many of my classes. The classes didn't seem to have meaning in my life. Who cared about geometry when I could be making $6 an hour? Had I not joined Genesys, my life could have been typical. Minimum wage, maybe 2 jobs, no benefits, no vacations, no holidays off, and a lifetime of living paycheck to paycheck. But Genesys Works changed all of that. After 8 weeks of intense training in computers, I was assigned to work at Marathon Oil as a computer technician. All of a sudden, a whole new world opened up to me, being a professional. I had no idea I could enjoy my job so much, get holidays off, and get paid for them. Going to work became so much more exciting. The people at Marathon were always surprised about how much I knew about computers. I wasn't like some typical high school student just hanging out. I actually knew what I was doing. This was a great feeling. My mom always taught my sisters and me to work hard. As a single mom who immigrated from Mexico, she has worked hard as a waitress. She's worked 6 to 7 days a week for the last 20 years. Our family has spent most birthdays and Christmases without her because she usually has to work. It was Genesys that showed me there can be a different path. I now have great optimism about where my life is going. I am in college and I'm going to finish. In fact, my goal is to increase my grades beyond a 3.0 and win a scholarship from Marathon that's worth $15,000. I'm actually hoping that by being here today, President Obama may put in a good word for me. So. I'm not sure which profession I will pursue, but I do know that I want to inspire my younger sister to stay in school, stay out of trouble, and to follow me to college and to a life where we can all have Christmas off and celebrate birthdays together. Genesys Works gave me opportunity and training. It opened doors and opened my eyes to a new world. It gave me self-confidence and a new future to think about and work towards. I have just been elected president of the Genesys alumni. I know it's not quite like being president of the United States, but I'm getting there. I'm just 19, but I think I have a lot to give to others, and I know I have a lot to learn still. I'm honored to be here today to tell my story to you, and I know that President Obama is committed to help organizations just like Genesys Works change the lives of millions just like me. Thank you.
And I want to thank Richard and Vanessa Nunez for sharing their stories with us today. Thank you very much. You both clearly have very bright futures ahead of you. So right now, in communities across America, people are hard at work developing and running programs that could be the next Harlem Children's Zone, or the next Genesys Works, or the next Hope Lab. And idealistic young people like Wendy Kopp, who refused to listen to skeptics years ago and pushed ahead to bring her vision for Teach of America to life. We've got people from all backgrounds, all walks of life, succeeding where others have failed, getting real, measurable results, changing the way we think about some of our toughest problems. Instead of wasting taxpayer money on programs that are obsolete or ineffective, government should be seeking out creative, results-oriented programs like the ones here today and helping them replicate their efforts across America. Now, it's not going to be easy to scale up some of these great ideas. If it was easy, you would have already done it and you wouldn't be here today, except maybe to just check out the White House. It's hard, but it's also critical. And it's absolutely possible if we're willing to work together to give organizations like these the resources they need to reach their fullest potential and have their fullest impact. Our nonprofits can provide the solutions. Our government can rigorously evaluate these solutions and invest limited taxpayer dollars in ones that work. But we need those of you from the private sector to step up as well. We need you to provide that critical seed capital to launch these ideas. We need you to provide those matching funds to help them grow. And we need you to serve as a partner, providing strategic advice and other resources to help them succeed. If we work together, if we all go all in here, think about the difference we can make. If we empower organizations like these, think about the number of young people like Vanessa and Richard whose lives we can change.